Understand that Jacob Fatu is a big deal. He is in the WWE and he is hot. Yes, he's been doing everything right, and now he is not going to be part of the Elimination Chamber, but he definitely has a new storyline going up against Solo Sikoa. From love to hate, from tribal chief to tribal wolf, and it's going to happen now. Solo Sikoa seems to be in a storyline, and the feud is getting stronger. We're here to dive deep into what Jacob Fatu could be looking at for his WrestleMania. Ever since Jacob Fatu stepped into the WWE, there's been a promiscuous feeling about him, about how he can turn in an instant of a dime. Yes, the Samoan werewolf may be untamed, but he is definitely a powerhouse, hungry werewolf looking for a title. And if that doesn't strike the iron, we have to establish that he's here not only for himself, but for what it takes to take the gold. Yes, maybe he won't get a headliner, he won't get the main event, he won't even get a title shot this year. But what's definitely something that we have cooking is him against Solo Sikoa. Once Tribal Chief, once the big deal, Roman Reigns' enemy, Solo Sikoa has come back to SmackDown, has come back to WWE, has shown his face around here, and is stating the obvious that he wants to be back on top. But it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be at stake. What we have cooking, what we saw on SmackDown was Solo Sikoa Samoan Spike Tama Tonga. And if that doesn't intrigue the werewolf, we already saw him get rabid. We want to understand what are the next steps for the WWE. Yes, they are building up against this character, they are making this a big deal, and we know Jacob Fatu does not forgive. Jacob Fatu is ready to punish. Yes, we got to see the triple threat. Damian Priest going ahead, and if that doesn't leave your head scratching about what they're going to do in the Elimination Chamber, they had that opportunity, but they might have missed it. So now we're looking at the storylines building up for WrestleMania. How do you expect WrestleMania to pan out? We are 1 to 2 PLEs away, and this is the last takes. We have to understand Jacob Fatu has been building himself up. He has the dominant force. He has been building himself from the ground. He has now done the mic skills, the mic drops, and everything. His cutting promos, his cutting edge, and everything he does in the ring is fascinating. And we have to understand he is the next big deal. The Samoan werewolf is something that they're implementing. Solo Sikoa had a great year. Solo Sikoa had done so much for WWE this year, building up the new bloodline, bringing in Jacob Fatu, giving us that animosity about what we wanted to see and who was going to be there. But in the end, it all came down to one thing. It's going to be from I love you Solo to I hate you Solo. And it's going to be a WrestleMania card. It could be this is the continuations about what we're going to see with Jacob Fatu. Yes, he lost that opportunity to show up in the Elimination Chamber. He might not be the one facing off against Cody Rhodes just this year, but they definitely do want to continue to build up on that Bloodline storyline. And even if we're not calling them the Bloodline anymore, we have to understand where we're going with this. Roman Reigns is still in contingency until what he is going to do. Could it even be a triple threat? Solo Sikoa, Roman Reigns, and Jacob Fatu. Obviously, we can't put Solo Sikoa in the same court as he does not have the physique or the intimidation factor that these two other men have, but he definitely has been able to build himself up on the mic. Pretty much one of the best entrance songs out there, and now he has this new character, the character where I had to step away for the reason to get my mental health back in order, to be able to be the tribal chief that you need, but it might be a little too late, too little. Because Jacob Fatu doesn't need a tribal chief. Jacob Fatu doesn't need someone guiding him. He seems to be on his own. He seems to be a rabid warrior all on his own. He's ready to intertake and intertwine whatever it may take. So, do you expect Jacob Fatu to be holding gold? Of course, not just yet. That's what I've been saying. But he is someone who we do want to be and keep an eye watch. I mean, every single match, every single person, old and young, has been watching Jacob Fatu because he reminisces at something, aggression, something that we all have that nostalgic feeling. Jacob Fatu being part of the Samoan bloodline is definitely something that integrating us. And if you had to wonder what is going to happen between him and WrestleMania, it has to be these storylines because things are running out of time. The road to WrestleMania is right here, and we are continuing to see. Now, in the sense of Damian Priest, congratulations to the archery of madness, to the Street King. But it comes down to this: is he even going to have an actual chance? And what is going to happen? Is there some way that they will just continue the hatred between Finn Balor and himself? And what expectations do you have for the Elimination Chamber so far? I still have my favorites. I have John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre in that atmosphere, and we have to establish who really has a chance to walk away and go against Cody Rhodes at Cold WrestleMania. But that could be one of the stakes we have to dive deeper next time in Ringside Riffs. So far, Jacob Fatu has been able to establish himself. Damian Priest has been continuing on his hot streak throughout the WWE and continues to rise. And Braun Strowman, sadly, is just a jobber now, letting people walk all over him. He looks tough, he acts strong, and now he's just someone to put over the other man. Thank you for watching.